Welcome to Intelligence Gateway.
Jenkins Certification Training Course.
Lecture 6.
Jenkins and Docker. Introduction to Docker and Containerization. Benefits of containerization with Docker. Building and deploying Docker containers with Jenkins. Configuring Jenkins agents for Docker pipelines. Creating Docker pipelines in Jenkins. Best practices for Docker and Jenkins. Conclusion. Introduction to Docker and Containerization. Docker is a platform for developing, shipping, and running applications using containers. Containers are lightweight, portable, and self-contained environments that can run on any machine with the necessary runtime installed. With Docker, developers can package their applications and dependencies into containers, which can be easily deployed to any environment without worrying about compatibility issues or configuration differences. Containerization with Docker offers several benefits over traditional virtualization technologies, such as faster deployment, better resource utilization, and improved scalability. By isolating applications and their dependencies in containers, Docker also enhances security and makes it easier to manage and maintain complex application architectures. Benefits of containerization with Docker. Docker containerization provides numerous benefits such as portability, scalability, and consistency. Containers can be easily moved between different environments without any compatibility issues. This makes it easier to deploy applications across multiple servers or cloud platforms. With Docker, it is also possible to scale applications quickly and efficiently. By creating multiple instances of the same container, you can handle increased traffic and load balancing with ease. Additionally, Docker ensures consistency by providing a standard environment for application development and deployment. Building and deploying Docker containers with Jenkins. To build and deploy Docker containers with Jenkins, you will need to follow a few simple steps. First, ensure that Jenkins is installed on your system and that the Docker plugin is installed and enabled. Next, create a Jenkins pipeline that defines the build and deployment process for your container. This pipeline should include stages for building the Docker image, pushing the image to a registry, and deploying the container to your target environment. Once you have created your pipeline, you can run it to build and deploy your Docker container. Jenkins will automatically pull the source code from your repository, build the Docker image, and push it to the specified registry. Finally, Jenkins will deploy the container to your target environment, allowing you to quickly and easily deploy your application with minimal effort. Configuring Jenkins agents for Docker pipelines. Configuring Jenkins agents for Docker pipelines is crucial for ensuring smooth and efficient deployment of containers. By properly configuring the agents, you can ensure that the right resources are allocated to your Docker pipelines, resulting in faster builds and deployments. To configure Jenkins agents for Docker pipelines, you need to first install the Docker plugin on your Jenkins server. Once installed, you can then create a new agent specifically for Docker pipelines and configure it with the necessary Docker images and settings. This will ensure that your Docker pipelines have access to the required resources and can run smoothly without any issues. Creating Docker pipelines in Jenkins. To create Docker pipelines in Jenkins, you will need to first install the Docker pipeline plugin. This can be done by navigating to the Manage Jenkins page, selecting the Manage Plugins option, and searching for Docker pipeline in the Available tab. Once the plugin is installed, you can create a new pipeline job in Jenkins and define the pipeline script using the declarative syntax. Within the script, you can use the Docker DSL to define the Docker image and container configurations, as well as any additional steps needed for the pipeline. Best practices for Docker and Jenkins. One of the best practices for using Docker and Jenkins together is to use a version control system like Git to store your Docker files and Jenkins pipelines. This allows you to easily track changes and roll back to previous versions if needed. Another best practice is to use a registry like Docker Hub or Amazon Eker to store your Docker images. This makes it easy to share your images with others and ensures that everyone is using the same version of the image. Conclusion: Jenkins and Docker integration. Jenkins is an open-source automation server that is widely used for continuous integration and continuous delivery CI/CD pipelines. Docker, on the other hand, is a popular platform that enables developers to package applications and their dependencies into containerization benefits. Docker allows developers to create lightweight, portable containers that can run consistently across different environments. When integrated with Jenkins, Docker can significantly streamline the development and deployment processes, leading to faster, more reliable software delivery. Building and deploying Docker containers. A Jenkins certification training may cover topics related to building Docker images, storing them in repositories, and deploying containers to various environments using Jenkins pipelines. This knowledge is essential for anyone working with modern CI or CD work.
Thanks for watching. For more information, like, comment, and subscribe our channel.